Let's go buy a house.
Hey everyone, and welcome. So you're dreaming of owning a home here in beautiful Arizona, but that down payment, it feels like this giant wall, right? Well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to show you how to find the key to unlock that front door, and it's called down payment assistance. Let's jump right in. So let me just ask you this straight up. Is this the one thing that's really holding you back? Because, for so many people trying to buy their first place, the answer is a huge yes. You've done everything else right. You've saved up, but that one giant number just feels like a finish line that keeps getting pushed further and further away. And that's really what it feels like, doesn't it? An impossible mountain of cash you're supposed to have ready all at once. It's totally normal to feel a little defeated by that. But here's the really good news. There are actual paths up that mountain, programs that were literally designed to help people just like you get to the top. So, what is this magic key we're talking about? Well, it's called down payment assistance, or DPA for short. And really, you should think of it less like a handout and more like a tool, a specific key that's been made just to fit the lock on your future front door. Okay, so here's the official breakdown. Down payment assistance programs are basically special grants or loans made to help you cover those big, scary upfront costs. And notice, it's not just the down payment. It also helps with those pesky closing costs that always seem to pop up at the last minute. This means you need way less cash saved up to actually make it happen. So here's our game plan today, broken down into 3 simple parts. First, we'll dive into Arizona's program landscape and see what's actually out there. Then we're going to decode the details, the fine print, so you know what to look for. And finally, we'll wrap up with your path forward, a clear 3-step plan to get you started. Let's get into it. Arizona has a really amazing and surprisingly diverse range of these DPA programs. We're going to look at some big statewide options, some that are just for certain counties, and even a few that are specific to a single city. Now, this table gives us a great snapshot of that variety. You've got Home Plus, which is available statewide, offering up to 4%. Then there's Home in 5, which is just for Maricopa County, and it bumps that up to 6%. But then look at the City of Tucson program, a massive 20%. You can also see there are different types of help, like forgivable loans and deferred loans. Don't worry, we're going to break down exactly what that means in a minute. Let's zoom in on that Home in 5 program for a second. So for most folks in Maricopa County, it offers up to 6% assistance. But, and this is just a fantastic detail, if you happen to be a teacher, a first responder, or a member of our military community, they throw in an extra 1%. That brings your total up to 7%. It's a really cool way the program gives a little something back. And wow, this really shows you the power of some of those city-specific programs. The City of Tucson's DPA can cover up to 20% of the home's price. I mean, think about that for a second. On a $300,000 house, that's up to $60,000 in assistance. That is an absolutely life-changing amount of money that can take a home from being a total pipe dream to being completely within reach. And it's not always a percentage. Some programs just give you a big fixed dollar amount. If you're looking up in Flagstaff, their CHAP program offers what's called a deferred loan of up to $50,000. This is great because it gives you a really clear, solid number you can plan around. And believe me, there are even more out there. You've got the Arizona is Home program, Phoenix has open doors. The options are all over the place. But here is a really important note, especially if you've done research on this before. The very popular Pathway to Purchase program, or P2P, it's no longer active. It's been sunsetted. So you'll want to focus all your energy on these other amazing programs that are up and running. Okay, so we've seen a bunch of the programs, but what's the catch, right? What's in the fine print? That brings us right to our second section, decoding the details. Let's really get into the most common types of help you'll see and what it actually takes to qualify for them. All right, this might be one of the most important things to get your head around. A forgivable loan is incredible. Basically, you live in the home for a set amount of time, usually like 3 to 5 years, and then poof, the loan is completely forgiven. You don't owe a dime. It's gone. A deferred loan, on the other hand, gives you more flexibility. It's a 0% interest loan, which is awesome, but you do have to pay it back later, usually when you sell the house or refinance. So if you think you might move in a couple of years, a deferred loan could actually be the better fit for you. So what does it take to get one of these? Well, let's walk through the usual requirements. First up, your credit score. A 640 is a super common minimum. Next, income limits. Now, these are all over the map, but they're usually tied to the area median income, or AMI. Just to give you a rough idea, a limit for one household might be around $90,000 a year, but you absolutely have to check the specific program you're interested in. A lot of these are also just for first-time homebuyers, and some will ask you to take a quick homebuyer education course. And finally, some programs want you to have a little skin in the game, so they might ask you to contribute about $1,000 yourself. All right, you have the info, you understand the different programs and the details. Now what do? That brings us to our final section, your path forward. We're going to break it down into 3 simple, totally doable steps. Step 1, go find the official websites for the programs in the city or county you want to live in. All the real details are there. Step 2, do a quick personal checkup. Look at your credit, look at your income, and see how you stack up against the requirements we just talked about. But Step 3 is the absolute game changer, the most critical piece of this whole puzzle. You can't just go to any mortgage lender. You have to find and connect with a lender who is specifically approved to work with these DPA programs. They are the experts who know this stuff inside and out.
Honestly, this quote says it all. This is the key that unlocks everything else we've talked about. All the research is great, but it won't get you anywhere if you aren't talking to the right people. Finding that approved lender is your real first step to turn in this idea of down payment assistance into an actual set of keys to your new home. So, are you ready to find yours?